美国国务院发言人啊宣布希望引渡瓦格纳领导人普里戈任和普里戈金这个是在记者招待会上，我总感觉到记者招待会说的事儿有的时候未必就是那么认真只不过我就要过瘾我就要说一点对吧？要表明一个态度，有的时候这个态度未必就是很认真的，这个是一个就经常你能看到，我们看到那个呃尤其那个黑人女孩长得有点娃娃脸的女的有时候讲话我觉得都不太靠谱，不太靠谱。当然，因为我觉得东西方的这个人的思想他这个思路他不一样。有很多人就是说，因为我们知道中国有5个亿人呢在学英文，有很多人学得很好了，有考多少级多少级了，是不是？但是考了多少级能够沟通了，并不等于这思维这个模式就跟着走。有一点可能接近，但是跟他走就对了吗？就好吗？昨天我下雨嘛，昨天叫做 raining dogs and cats，然后那个人这是一个俚语嘛，我记得我就讲出来的。我说哎呀，北面那边 like raining dogs and cats，他就好像是当然你懂得人家的语言俚语什么的，讲的更亲切一点，人家会接受你。但我们要接受他干什么？人家接受我们，为什么不会考虑我们能不能接受别人？我们现在的就好像是加入 WTO 或者是什么开放改革，怎么有的时候我感觉到就是说把自己中国的这个本质有点模糊了，模糊了，好像是是不是都有这种言论说要中国人全部讲英文？以后把中文就给去掉，中医都是落后的，对吧？那么中文可能也是落后的，有这样的言论啊。我就记得在那个英语900句里面有一个就是场景，就是这个那个时候我刚学英文的时候，就说这个 library 就是那个图书管理员和一个借书的人就是说我要 Chinese 一本书，就是学中文。他说 Chinese isn't the dead language，就说他是不是已经死了的语言？这是在给中国人读的初级英文教程，这很要命的，因为它很 popular，因为没有，就是当时我们在就是毛主席时代，就是 Long Life 千门茂或者是那个人民公社什么 People's Commune 之类的这样的词汇那么这就是社会主义的词汇。那么这个是当时毛主席在给教育部成立一个教材编辑委员会，就搞了30个人，他说不行，要搞300个人，所以他对这个教育非常重视。所以那个现在人们都讲毛主席是教员嘛，他也说我什么伟大的统帅、伟大领袖什么，最后是我是老师就行了，所以大家都叫他教员。现在尤其年轻人，所以要思考，就是我们要接受一个完整的中国是怎么接受。人家美国人你看一开始不吱声，好像是24号吧，还是23号，就是这个普里戈金他就带着这个或者命令瓦格纳的这个兵2万多人就一路挺进，向莫斯科挺进，但是在中间没有打仗，没有开始打仗，没有战争，但是瓦格纳的军队遭到炮袭好像没死人，但是呢遭到过国防部的军队的炮袭，之间的内部关系是已经有一些白热化。 所以说，瓦格纳跟国防政府军是有矛盾的。瓦格纳做大，因为他在乌克兰的作战勇猛，立下战功，其他的政府的部队就表现不如瓦格纳。那瓦格纳的组成和可以说他叫做单兵能力比较强。一开始是保卫保安公司啊，保卫这些矿产呐、什么金子银子啊这些东经济性的。那么现在就涉足了政治啊。普利戈金他是普京的厨子，据说了，他以前是做大餐馆的，然后赚了不少钱啊。那么可见做餐馆不如搞这个保安公司，搞保安公司不如介入这就是政治的这个疆域的这种作战。有人说你可以瓦格纳可以在乌克兰占个地盘之后就作为 buffer，好像是以前那个我们中国有这么藩镇就或者是在远边是驻兵啊，在戈壁滩或者在西部的驻兵啊，包括左宗棠都驻兵，左宗棠都带着自己家的钱去西部新疆那边打仗的，所以叫左公流啊。有人说他高风亮节，对吧？还是有没有一定的这种或者这种都是一种描述，这种描述是不是历史真实，真的说不定啊。所以大家都别把历史的这个教科书啊，或者是所谓名人的说法，或者是那些所谓专家的说法太当回事儿。我就是看到这个这些专家的对历史的解读，我对外国历史咱们不了解，中国历史相对还了解一些。太远的我们谁都不了解，太远的都是教科书和各种所谓专家来诠释的、来解释的，对吧？三国时期的发生那个，不过就是《三国志》《三国演义》这些事儿，对不对？还有什么能够24史？还有什么更有权威的文字，或者是书籍很少，那个时候留下来的东西太少，太少。你出土什么一些碎片呐、或者这些东西所表达的东西未必就是真的，就是这种的信息量太小。我们都知道这大数据啊，为什么人工智能啊，它就是数据要多，数据量要多，没有数据就没有真理，对吧？我们现在为什么我要说话也是增添一个数据，也就是说，在这个特定的时间、地点、场合啊，我对某个事件的一个看法，或者是一种描述。所以每一个在网络上留下痕迹的人，其实都应该认真负责。很遗憾，我看到的就是哗众取宠的这种频道太多，所以很多的就是为了噱头，结果呢，这个世界的舆论场被这种噱头所充斥，很多的噱头都是暴力的情景的离奇的这样的比较吸引人。如果你不离奇，对吧？你有些什么标题党，对不对？所以讲道理，这个历史的事实，Chairman Chairman Center thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, I this really I'm talking. Today I feel like I want to talk something about in English about the word. I mean in Chinese because many of my audience are Chinese. So when I go direct online talking, I just speak in Chinese. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for your subscription and uh, because I don't know how to because my computer is slow. When I use uh, when I use Google Meeting, the system would corrupt. I mean, crash. So that's why I normally go to Ajie or Wilson, right? His English name Wilson, to talk with people, talk about the ongoing ongoing, events internationally or domestically, especially related to China. Still, Russian and Ukraine, the conflict between them are the hot topic. It is, but it lasts for over a year. 1 year and 4 months, right? February 24th last year. Now it's almost 27 June, so it's 4 months over 1 year. Thank you very much, and I hope to bring more people come to my channel. I have, like I mentioned before, I have converted many Chinese articles into English. Utilize Google Translation and web audio, like automatic announcement or broadcasting with the Robert speaking Robert. They speak automatically. The AI technology or the modern technology, IT technology, gave us some tools. However, it's not a perfect or even very crappy. However, at least you can get some insight stories that I dig out from the website, Chinese website. So you can. Thank you. Yeah, you can learn from them to know what really Chinese are talking. Maybe not truth or maybe not right, but at least that's what they are discussing or they are speaking out. Right. Many of the writers are very unknown to public, or not authentic, or not encouraged by the authority, official, not official. It's like a private dialogue, and sometimes even their Chinese writing are deleted by the web police, internet web police. This is my fourth channel. The 3 channels I made before, I have accumulated thousands of a subscriber are like forbidden, or they have just like locked my or demolished my channel, the previous channel. So that I'm just like a newly open this like this the beginning of this year, only 6 months, and now this I focus, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to piece off them. I don't want to make them angry, and I noticed they really have censorship. The YouTube have censorship, so I have to be careful. Otherwise, this channel that again I would have to go from scratch up. Okay. Yeah. Uh, Today actually I'm still talking about the Wigner. Uh, Wigner, right? The Wigner events, and what is the significance? I'm talking in Chinese. So the significance, and the U.S. The spokesman Matthew Miller. Matthew Miller said they want yeah, Prigozhin, the leader of the Wagner, to to be sent to the US, right? To be引渡, how to say 引渡? Let me check. 引渡, okay. Yeah, extradite. They want the Russian to arrest Wagner leader to the and extradite to the U.S. I don't know. I wouldn't think the Russia would or Prigozhin, right? So I wouldn't think they would do that. I have only two viewers now. Yeah, they want extradite this guy. I don't think Russia would do that, right? Why Russia? That's the hero from your Russian point of view, because he won. He made a lot of contribution to the war, right? To the battle, right? To nowadays, I think this war would last longer. Yeah, and you know the白俄啊，白俄罗斯，白俄罗斯，白俄罗斯。Belarus, right? Belarus, the president of Belarus want to use Wagner to fight for Belarus, right? Belarus. So it will be longer because Belarus and Russia will be united again, like join together. Yeah, Belarus. So yeah, the news already taught us. Yeah, they may already because Belarus is more close to Kiev, Kiev. It's 125 kilometers away, but from Moscow it's like 300 kilometers away. So it's not that far. A few hundred kilometers is too fast if they want to attack Moscow. So that's why, right? That's why they don't want. They don't want. I mean, Putin doesn't want Ukraine to join the NATO, right? Yeah. So therefore, the battle is there. The conflict, the contradiction. I need to improve 矛盾 okay? Contradiction, glass contradiction, country contradiction, people contradiction. Quotations from Mao. I will let you go back to speaking Chinese now. Yeah, okay. 我还是用中文讲一讲，因为用英文讲。Thank you and nice to have you here. 那我现在就开始用中文讲，因为来了一位我在阿杰的频道，认识的一位现在住在美国的，好像秘鲁的一个毛主义信仰者啊。我们这个频道就是来谈一谈，谈天说地吧，也没有说什么政治企图，但是也有经济企图啊，想着搞点那个广告费是吧？也要有影响，就是说觉得这个世界被你看这么分裂啊，那么人民现在经济危机这么厉害，大人物啊，这些财团们的钱越来越多。老百姓钱越来越少，对吧？所以才有战争。啊，我一直在讲啊，这个俄罗斯 他是苏联USSR，right？他是继承者 ，inherited the everything from USSR，right？USSR dismantled，那么也苏联解体 ，so the conflict between the former member of this country fight 30多年过去了，他们仍然在战争，仍然打仗。30多年过去了，所以我们这样的这个世界，到底什么才是真正的解决方案？对吧？大家都知道，我们美国在剥削全世界，所以有叫做剥削，我来看看啊，剥削，exploit，剥削，exploit。所以 everybody knows the financial or capitalism lists are exploiting the people。我们看到we feel right，我们看到这样的压力，the pressure we feel the pressure from the financial capitalism。They force us 他们they force us to buy house， 他们让我们买房子。But the house is not wealth， 房子不是财富。The house is the price of the house. The real estate is not stable. 那个房地产的价格不稳定。That's right. 那一位朋友说 ，The bank owns the house. So we don't own nothing. 我们都是无产阶级。无产阶级怎么说？我们都是无产阶级啊，无产阶级。Proletariat. It seems that we own the house, but we have mortgage. 那我们好像是我们这是我们的，但是我们必须付这个 mortgage 这个房贷。哎呀 we have to pay the mortgage, right? We have to pay back the interest rate. 那利息不是你说定，它随时就可以涨。They will increase or decrease it their will， 对吧？但是银行可以随便涨。那你说一个 contract between， 对吧？一个购房协议对吧？房贷协议，那只是一个银行说了算，你借款人没有话语权。You borrow the loan, right? You don't have the right to make the term, especially the interest term. That's determined by the bank. So we are staying in a unstable future. 我们的未来是没有那个确定的啊。If we don't have a reliable house, because the house would be taken back by the bank if you cannot pay the mortgage, they will take it away from you， 对吧？如果你不所以有很多的叫做负资产，有 negative wealth because the house and the mortgage you own loan you have and the value of the mortgage, the house would go down. That's 就这种就是说 trick 这种游戏啊，特别明显。那其他的更是一样，货币 currency policy, right? The stock market, right? The value of the public company is all controlled by who? Somebody that control it. Somebody is manipulating all the, math. 很多金融的家们在，就是不知道谁在掌控。人家说看不见的手，不是的，不是看不见的手，肯定有人在操纵。in Chinese, the revisionist theories series how so-called experts, they said they are invisible hands 看不见的手，那些修正主义的专家们说看不见的手。No, some somebody, some forces controlling, manipulating financial market. 这个金融的市场是由人掌控的，在我们中国当然是所幸很多的掌控是在中央政府。In China, the control, I can tell, of course, is the central government. It's kind of fortunate for the Chinese people because the Chinese financial market, real estate market, is controlled to a certain, I think, decisively controlled by the central government. 中央政府不想让房地产崩盘，也就 the central government doesn't want the real estate market go like a crash because too many people owns the house. So if the real estate market go crash, the society would be in turmoil. 那如果这个房地产市场崩盘了，一下归零了，因为几个亿的人都是所谓的资产，都是 house， 都是房子。如果这个房子不值钱了，他的一生几辈人的一生，所有的积蓄没了。Because over hundreds of millions of people, so-called wealth, are in their house, one house, two house, three house, some more houses. Some people have more, but averagely a couple, a few, very not. That if the house was nothing, they don't have the life saving of 3 generations go to zero. Go to zero. No matter, agree. No matter the market collapse or the market bloom, they make money. They are making this kind of turmoil so that they have the chance change it over to their profit. Not every ordinary people go gumbo. That's like a gumbo. They create a the biggest gumbo game company is the financial market. 所以这个最大的赌场就是金融市场。我们都在整个世界的所谓经济都是寄托于这个所谓的金融市场，这就是实质。The truth is that the whole world economy is depend on the financial market. Financial means money, right? 那个金融就是钱嘛。If without the exchange value, what do you do with the money? I'm sorry, I have a call. Hello? 怎么了 ？OK， 好的，加油！你看我的微信呢？你看一看，然后要认真的，就是一定要确定我在做什么，一定要确定我到底，一定要确定到底不确定法律必须做一个，如果大概的话，咱们不能去看。你现在已经很努力，但是还拜拜。OK， 因为我有件we need more. We need the chairman more. We need 我们需要毛泽东，这个世界人民需要毛泽东。Not only Chinese need Chairman Mao, it's the world people, the people who around the world need Chairman Mao. It doesn't mean Chairman Mao is a perfect person, no, but he created a error. That's the China back then don't have financial market. At least at this point, that's what we want. Why we have to be controlled by the financial capitalism? We don't know. They made the game so complicated. People, nobody knows what happened. What would happen in the financial market? Nobody knows the future. That's the people. That's the humankind need. It's unpredictable future. We need a predictable future, right? 因为金融市场没有人能够 control， 没有人能够知道。当然后面有势力，一定有。Of course, they are back force controlled, manipulating the financial market. Very few of them they are controlling. Or if there's no such force, why we need this kind of mechanism to control us? We don't need it, right? First, our target is to abandon the financial system completely once for all, forever. We don't need to worry about the financial fluctuation. 我们最重要的就是要把金融市场去掉。Chairman Mao error, the financial market abandoned. So there was no financial market in China back in Chairman Mao's era. Right? 这就是为什么，因为在毛时代没有，我们看到金融市场在让人疯狂 ，right? We know nobody makes money. Only those so-called financial marketing company, they are making money. You work in the factory, you work as a coder, you don't make money. You know those big IT company hire people, you make a little bit of salary, and they lay off tens of thousands of people in a few weeks. They lay off people. Yeah, financial advisors, those kind of things. 帮凶 let me check 帮凶 you know, sometimes I need to go back to my high school year to learn accomplice. The financial advisor are the accomplice for the financial capitalism. Financial capitalism is very few. They are very few. But the advisor very much because they need people to recruit all those the so-called investors, right? 他需要顾问呐，财经顾问来欺骗大家。In China, there's a cheater. He made a steel box, maybe worth 100 yuan. He sold to his audience. This cheater, this liar, is a so-called advisor, okay, and very popular. He sold a steel box. Or like the cost of the steel box, even in the financial, is 100 RMB. He sold to his subscriber for 80,000. That's like 800 times. And so see 80,000, 10,000 people buy it. Then that's what 800 million. Now he cheated 800 million, or even more. I forgot. It's maybe close to 800 million. 800 million, right? 亿 ，800 million, close to 1 billion. I don't know, 800 million. Anyways, a lot of money. And then he escaped from China because he has an insider in the Ministry of the Public Security. That is his high school classmate. He told this guy, say, some people, you would be arrested, so go. So he left. But the money he made is confiscated by the U.S. government. And I don't know. Because those people stupid people subscribe his how to say fans. He has a lot of fans. The fans doesn't listen to me. They want to make money, they want the so-called experts advice. Yeah, U.S. won't give back to China. U.S. will use this money to say, okay, that's a legal fee. That's then the money gone. But so the investors' money disappeared, and that's a lot of money for them too, right? But it's not that much, right? But some people buy like 10 because he said it will become not 80,000, will become 800,000. So that's 10 times the return, right? And this kind of simple, scam is very simple. And you just it's not a surprise that people buy it, they buy it. 就这很简单的骗术能够骗人，是因为你们不听我的话。Yeah, and promote Moise is stupid because you don't have self-interest. People don't like Moise because they want to make because the mantle has already changed by those kind of scammer the advisors, and also from Harvard, from so-called so big this kind of famous universities. They all paid by the financial capitalism. They have to create the theory to support financial scam. Financial market, the financial system is the biggest scam in the world. 就刚才那位英文的这个朋友，我在阿迪他在参与我的互动，他说这些 scam 这些就骗局都是因为他让人家觉得他时髦。我就说了，毛主义宣传毛主义是不时髦的，不是时髦，就是不 smart 不聪明的，因为毛主义是不自私的，无私的，那无私怎么行？现在这个社会不能无私，所以你宣传毛主义，你就是走路就很难。Because you promote Maoism, because Maoism is selfless, it's contribution, sacrifice. Nobody wants to sacrifice. Nobody wanted to benefit others. Everybody is trained to be selfish, to make money, to be the winner. Remember, if you are the winner, there must be a loser, right? That's the education, modern education. Teach people to be the winner. That means to teach people to make losers, to make other people loser. That's the modern society's the ethic. The ethic is like that. So if you promote Moist, it's very hard because Moism, Chairman Mao asking people to be selfless, to help other people, to make the whole society progress. That's what happened in Mao era in China, and that's why back then so many people come from across the world to worship Mao Zedong, and that's why we young people now start restudy 毛泽东。很困难，因为今天有一位朋友在线嘛，然后我就跟他互动。那么作为一个记录啊，because 就是Mr. Chairman Gonzalo Media Center，Gonzalo Media Center，Mr. Chairman，so I hope we can have some means. I don't know how to use YouTube. We can make dialogue. Then we can spread our thinking, because when you talk to people, you have a more instant true ideology. I mean, everybody's smart. Everybody's potential is big. Only thing the present system is restricting us. When we want to do something, we have to make money. If we don't make money, we don't have life. We are losers. Nobody wants to be loser. So we consume all our energy, all our potential to make money. And money is not that easily made. You have to devote all your energy to make money. And making money is is meaningless. Money is what? What is the money? Right? It's a dollar. It's RMB. It's a famous painting or some antiques. Is that? It's all fluctuating. Eventually, if you don't maintain your so-called wealth, it will go zero. No matter, you will die, right? When you die, nobody take care of your wealth. It will be consumed very fast. Because the wealth is imaginary, elusive. Yeah, 这个人说就是inflation， 对吧？这通胀啊、通缩啊等等这一系列，如果没有金融市场，全都没有。If there's no financial market, no money exists. There's no inflation, no other disaster, risk, economic crisis, right? There's no, because we completely dismantled all this kind of trick. It's a great invention. Money is a great invention, but it's evil, greatest evil. It's rooted into people's heart, mind. It confuses their vision, our vision. We don't know what to do, because when we born here, we first created money. I don't know why, because if you study the history of money, right, you can see so many stories for the reason or the origin, whatever. But developed until now, the money goes to the upside of human society. The human society becomes so complicated, so frustrated, and people live in horror, in threaten, in danger. People are worried. They're worried if their money will go with nothing, so they have to spend. But it is hard to make money again because the job is going down. Yeah. But people, if there's socialism, if there's a monism society happen, people will want to be there. China is the best place to resume the Mao Zedong era, because hundreds of million people are Maoists in China. Most of them don't speak English. So that's why the reason I translate all this, article into Chinese English is let people know that's the true China. At least most of the China truth in the bottom line, in the mass level. Only those in power, they are not more now because they are connected with the West. They open up, right? You have to connect with somebody. They connect to US. They connect to Western ideology. They connect to the so-called free market, and they control Chinese people. So, in the beginning of the reform and opening policy in the 90s, 80s, 90s, the people, the worker makes, say, 200 yuan. Back then, $1, $1 is worth 10 RMB. So that means 200 yuan means $20. Back then, the worker in the US is 2,000 every monthly wage back in the 90s. But the China, you pay Chinese worker $20. That's 100 times difference. And those profit or those costs saved go into where? Not go into the worker. The worker only make $20, right? The rest of the involved in the rest of people involved in this game get all the difference. That's the truth of the wealth they made, the Chinese and the foreign buyers. Because that's labor concentrate business happened in this over 30, 40 years. That's right. That's right. So that's why people hate those richer. It's not because they rich, they envy. No, because what they made is from the, bullshit exploitation. The exploitation. There are a lot of tricks to play around. That's why I convey all these articles. I have too long story to tell. So you go to my videos to spread the Chinese truth. I would convert more, the truth in Chinese, not a ordinary Western or foreign English word. No, I want them, I want the true side of China. They don't want the powerful media, powerful capitalism. They don't want people in the West know the truth of China. They just, in the media filled with liars, with twisted, twisted the articles, and they use traitors. That's all. But it's not good for the foreign or English people because most of them they don't have time to seek the truth. I'm doing that for you. 所以我刚才说了，用英文讲的，就是因为在外国，它是一个叫做那个冈泽罗 Media Center，就是冈泽罗是一个就是媒介组织的一个主席，他在线上跟我聊天，然后我在跟他在上面说话，可能你们也会看得到啊。我不知道现在的这个channel 的。I'm sorry, I speak a bit Chinese because I have to, when I talk, I have to let my Chinese audience to know what I'm talking about. Yeah. 那么讲到这个金融是手段，它是在市场经济，所谓市场经济资本主义里头是很强大的手段。这个手段不利于人民。A financial market, a financial mechanism is very strong tools in the capital market or free market system, but it's not good for people. Why? People do not know finance, do not know free market. Who knows the market? Who knows the finance, whatever, who dominate those sector, not people. People are the, scope, right? That's a kind of sacrifice the scope, right? 人民是代罪羔羊 ，slaughter 就是这个 financial 的这些 capital， 这些资本家们是 slaughter， 这些东西不用我讲的，大家中国人都知道。是中国人，你如果不知道马克思主义，那你知道，对不对？这是中国的特点，中国人民知道这一点，没办法。Chinese people knows what I'm talking about, but they now, because of the powerful man, they control the main position, media, university, and the companies controlled by the capitalism now. Right? They control everything. Therefore, even people know, people have no power. So that's why Lenin said, "Power to the peasant," right? So that because they revolutionized, relying on the peasants and the workers, right? The union, right? Whatever the political history. Anyway, the detail I don't remember. There are definitely mountains of writings there. You can check what happened in Lenin's area, but the core is the power to the people. 人民掌握 who I don't know Russia because I'm not a Russian, right? I read I read many about Russia, but I don't know that much. In China, I know I'm Chinese, so I know better, more. Chairman Mao's arrow, another another reason we miss Chairman Mao is really that's the best area people in power. It's systematically assured. They have to check. The people, the mass, the people in the power has to proportionate to include the representatives from the peasants, workers, soldiers, intellectuals, so on and so on. So they have proposed, and because the peasants, workers are biggest number in the society, therefore they are more and more representatives from the peasants, from workers. That's the base. That's the foundation of the ruling of Communist Party of China. Now it's changed. 因为以前毛泽东他这是这个代表的选择，他是从根据这个比例，包括男的、女的工人、农民什么都是根据他的数量比例来决定的。当然，他还有一个比较的说的是，因为在农村呢，他是给的少一点，因为农村人口太多。给的少一点，所以这个是一个 proportionate。因为 another thing is because peasants in China back then, it's 80% of the population. Therefore, the representatives less, the proportionate and proportionate smaller. For example, eight peasants can have one. But one worker can have one. It's stuff like because because back then peasants the literacy is low. In 1949, 90%. If in the peasant, 100% to many countryside is illiterate. They don't know how to write. They don't know how to read. So how can they represent the people? So therefore, that's the historical reason. But they still have some peasants that go into vice prime minister, right? As a position to be vice prime minister. 陈永贵不就是副总理吗？是吧？ Eventually, because China has difficulties economically, because the trade with U.S. So-called open policy 开放主要是开放给美国 is open to the United States. They join WTO， 他们加入世界贸易组织 is to join US， 就是跟美国接轨。That's all。当然这就是这个。Therefore, now the US doesn't want China to grow。那美国不想让中国 grow because they see Chinese the power is increased. I'm telling you, Chinese power, the power of Chinese increases not because of open policy, not because of the free market. It's because the foundation laid in Mao era. You can see a lot of articles written about the achievements during the Mao, the time, Mao Zedong time. So that's what the truth behind or hidden or covered up by all the media. Yeah, he said he sold socialism. He abandoned socialism. That's the truth. That's the truth. So people want it back, but it is hard. 刚才那位说，那个我们的凳子啊，从中国偷了，从毛的手里偷了中国，也从中国人民的手里偷了中国。我说对的。That's why we want the people of the world to know. Chinese communism, it's good, but they changed now. The people, Xi Jinping, realized that, and but he didn't or have no power to change it just now. I hope he's going to this direction, but I don't know because too much, struggles behind the scene. They all control, like I said, they all control the import, the position. They have money. They have even maybe representative in the military, police, security, financial, no problem. Because of the financial system, present financial system is designed by the US. Right? So if even Xi want to change, it takes time. Very difficult. But we didn't lose the hope because they still hold on the socialism flag or banner. They have the socialism on everything. And the People's Republic of China is said peoples. So the Republic of China is belong to people. That's everybody's belief. If they openly abandon this name, abandon in the constitution, they better prepare well. They better have, the means to convince people what they do is good for people. Otherwise, there would be turmoil, right? And if those Chinese new capitalism they lose China, they lose China, or they made China a chaos. They have no value for the Western capitalism. They will be abandoned. So they also know that, right? So they have to, they smart enough, right? They have to balance this kind of game. What we want to do is we want them to switch to the left more and more, and gradually give hope to the people of China, give hope to the people of the world. Because when the true socialism is successful in China, the people around the world will have hope. They will have their say. They will form alliance or coalition too. Yeah. we can do a lot of things if people are more and more. We want socialism, the feature of socialism getting more and more. And I have conversed some articles describe some collective owned business are better in the countryside. But the so-called state-owned enterprise is not controlled by people, and they are very corruptive. That's not socialism for. It's those guys in charge of the this state-owned enterprise. Those guys in charge are corrupted. So same thing in the government too. So that therefore we Chinese people first of all can form with the Western or for the people in around the world support, hope for the financial support, because we need money to publish, we need money to spread the news, we need money to build up website, the the battlefield, in especially the to me it's the media battlefield, right? I'm using YouTube, but the YouTube is not control. No, you cannot view the YouTube in China, right? That's forbidden. And but I can use YouTube to spread, the thoughts to the Western world, so that I want to fund comrades, and I want fund sponsors in one way or another. Because, for example, to generate, the flow, right? To generate the viewers, right? Get more subscribers, and then eventually I have some advice, advertisement, income, right? This is also kind of small games, small plan. But the major task or is to let this channel and this idea to get more and more people know. Then people have hope. People of the world have hope, because socialism are too small in every other countries. But only China is still holding the socialism banner. So that's a big, They also have people, pretty more. I think they are definitely have people in the power. They are Maoism too. So we want their support. We give them our support. Too many things. If our voice to be heard to the people, to the leaders, right? And they hear more and more from the mass, they will change. And those want to go to the other side, they will think about it. They will before they do that, they have to think about it. Yeah.刚才他说的，在中国的当权派啊，他不会走向毛主义啊，但我没有这么悲观，我认为在这个里面还是有他们要顾忌的，反对毛主义啊，他们现在谁也不敢说毛泽东像外国人说，很多外国的坏蛋说，或者那个香港或者台湾特务他们说毛主席，现在台湾特务都拥护毛啊，你不要说别的哈，是不是啊？但是所以说中国大陆就是那个当权派，他也不敢公开的反，对吧？他只能说是给你障碍。好吧，谢谢你啊，那个 Chairman Gonzalo。I think today is over an hour. Not a lot of people that listen, and I think that's good enough. Because I don't do a lot of direct online, talking. I'm doing the English conversion. Mostly, I want to have a channel for everybody, especially people who want to know the truth from China. Thank you. Bye bye.